So today I'm going to be talking about the need for general education courses and if we should be forced to take them or not as college students. So basically, as college students, we've all experienced some type of frustration when it comes to general education classes, whether you see them as pointless, the fact they keep us in school for longer than necessary, or if they prolong your graduation date if you have to maybe retake one. Once you fail a general education course, you have to retake it again, but the credits that are kind of applied at first don't get applied again. So you're just taking a course and not really getting much out of it other than the grade. Many of us, myself included, believe general education courses are nothing more than a way for colleges to keep us in school for the full 4 years and have to pay them more money than needed, while others see general education classes as offering college students a full, well-rounded education. Basically, I believe that general education courses shouldn't be mandatory for students to graduate if they know what they want to do with, pretty much with their life. I know personally that I have known what I wanted to do, like, career wise, since I was a senior in high school. I had an amazing athletic trainer, and she just kind of is the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing today. So basically, I have known, and I just feel like I shouldn't be having to take all these extra courses on top of it. So colleges require that their students have a certain amount of credits in order to graduate. So ESU requires, I believe it's 120 credits for us to graduate and become eligible for graduation. But in order to reach these requirements, you have to take general education courses on top of your major classes to be able to achieve this goal. There's also general education courses that students are required to take before graduating. So I know that I have to take statistics and I have to take physics, while others might have to take other certain classes. And I just don't think that they're really truly necessary. Majority of the general education courses have nothing to do with many majors and just feel like fillers that keep us in school. Basically, I just feel like my general education classes that I'm taking just kind of fill in more of my day than necessary, and it's the time that I'm in these classes I could be either taking an elective for something under my major, or I could be at clinical longer, so I could be getting more hours. My solution would basically be to petition colleges to not make general education courses mandatory to graduate if the student knows exactly what they want to major in and what they want to do. Personally, like I said, I've known what I wanted to do since my senior year of high school and have had some setbacks class-wise because of not being able to achieve the necessary grades I need in general education courses. So an example of this would be my freshman year I took statistics, and for my major they require us to get a C as a passing grade for major classes, and because of this I'm in statistics again right now because I did not achieve that C. I ended up getting a D, which doesn't count. So I'm now taking a class that's not benefiting my credits. It's going to help my grade, but it won't help me get closer to graduating because I've already taken this class. Let's see. In my petition, I would basically just explain why gen eds are not necessary with my major. With the major reasoning being that I have had 12 or maybe 13 years, if you want to count pre-K, of a rounded education. In grade school and high school, they're always teaching you math, ELA, grammar, all that, history. And I don't understand why I need 4 more years to teach me things that I have learned my entire life growing up in the education system. I can see the opposing side because, again, they do say it's a well-rounded education. And there are some students who have maybe not reached certain areas that they should be reaching, because I know that I've had professors that will sit here and say that they read papers and the students aren't able to kind of express what they want to say clearly because they don't have the proper grammar, or they just don't know how to properly structure a sentence, which in their cases, maybe then they should be taking more English classes. But I feel that there's certain students who just don't need to be taking the time out of their schedule and in their college career to kind of be focusing on these courses that we've had our entire lives. Something else that could be happening would be to keep the important gen ed. So again, English is an important gen ed, obviously, because kids need to learn how to write and be able to form sentences. But I don't understand why we kind of need history, because history, again, for if you're a history major, yeah, but my major doesn't require history or statistics. If my solution was implemented, students would spend on average less time and less money on their college education, because without gen eds they wouldn't be here for as long as they would be while they're taking them. With my call to action, students would be able to get into the workforce much faster and begin their actual lives doing the thing that they have studied to do for the last so many years. Learning world history for the 100th time or learning philosophy is not going to make me a better athletic trainer in my case. More electives that have to do with my major one. Because of general education classes, I know that I do not have the time to take all of the elective classes that I could possibly be able to take. Whereas some of my peers who had college programs in high school and they're done all their gen eds have those opportunities to take. General education courses should not be a requirement to graduate and should not be the reason that students are spending more time and more money on a college education, which can and does leave many in debt many years after they graduate. And yeah, that's my speech. Thank you.